Alright, we are on to the last two questions on the grams to moles worksheet, numbers 15 and 16. Alright, when we're looking at this, we have moles and we're going to grams, and we're given this compound, C2H4O2. Now, because we're going to grams, from moles to grams, we need to figure out the molar mass of that compound. So we have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. 2 carbons, 4 hydrogens, and 2 oxygens. Alright, so we have 2 carbons, which when we look on the periodic table is 12.01. So it's going to be 2 times 12.01, which comes out to be 24.02. Look on the periodic table for hydrogen, and it's 1.01. So 4 times 1.01 is 4.04. And then oxygen is 16.00. So it's 2 times 16.00. So we add those up to become 60.06 grams of C2H4O2 is equal to 1 mole C2H4O2. Now that we have our conversion factor, we can convert our 5.20 moles over to grams. Moles on the top, we put moles on the bottom. Look at our conversion factor, we find that the number 1 goes with moles, and that is equal to 60.06 grams. The moles cancel, so 5.20 is equal to 5.20 times 60.06, since it's on the top, comes out to be 312.3 grams of C2H4O2. Because there's 3 significant figures, we're going to round this off to 312. And our last one for this worksheet, 13.2 grams of SnCO3 to moles. So we're going from grams to moles, which means we need to figure out the molar mass of 10,4 carbonate. So we have 10 carbon and oxygen. This 2 goes to inside the parentheses. We multiply that through. We have 110, because that 2 doesn't go to the 10, and only goes to what's inside the parentheses. 1 times 2 carbons, 3 times 2 oxygens. Look on the periodic table and we find that 10 is 118.71, carbons 12.01, and oxygen 16.00. So 1 times 118.71, 2 times 12.01, and 6 times 16.00. We're going to add these numbers together to get the total molar mass. That comes out to be 238.73. That's going to be our conversion factor, which means that we can take the number in our question and put it over 1 and start our conversion now that we have the conversion factor. So I'm going to put that number over 1. We have grams of 10,4 carbonate on the top, which means I want grams of 10,4 carbonate on the bottom. We look at our conversion factor. We notice here's our grams of 10,4 carbonate. 238's on the same side of the equal sign, which means that it goes on the same side of the line. That is equal to 1 mole, so I'm going to put that on the other side of the line. If it's on the top, you multiply. If it's on the bottom, you divide. So it's 13.2 divided by 238.73. That comes out to be, oops, 0.553 moles of SnCO3. And that's the last video of this worksheet. I hope it's starting to catch on.